Minecrafters, and welcome to the very first episode of Tolbert's Terrarium. This is going to be my single-player survival series happening in the 1.14 world that has been freshly updated. My name is Tolbert. I'm your host. Thanks for coming along. Glad you can make it. And we're going to go ahead and start off by creating a brand new world here. And we're going to go ahead and change the world name to Tolbert's Terrarium. And let's go into the more world options. We are going to have a seed here. I am using this specific seed because this is a world I've played on before. And I think it had a lot of the good biomes all right next to each other. Let me go ahead and throw up a map that comes from Mine Atlas onto the video real quick here. And you can see that over to a little bit to the right of the middle of the map is the spawn area. Now that's where we're gonna come into the world at roughly, but where I want to get to is slightly to the left of the middle of the map. Right in the middle of all those biomes, there's a nice open plains. That's where we're gonna go to. That's where we're gonna start off at. And you can see there is all sorts of biomes around me here. We have the jungle right next door, a taiga, extreme hills, birch forest, regular forest. We have just about almost everything close by. And there's that very large ice plains up there with a cold taiga. There's the mesa all the way up in the upper right. So I think this is going to be a good seed to come on. So let's go ahead and come back to the world generation. So we have doing everything else default, world type default, no bonus chest, no cheats, generating structures on, everything good. So let's go ahead, hop on in here and create this world. Let's go ahead and get this started. That is as soon as it generates the world. And it's probably going to take a little bit of world generation, especially with 1.14 and with how bad the chunk loading is. You can see it's going pretty slow when it comes to generating that world. But it's all for the first time generation. First time generation always takes a little bit longer than usual. But we're going to go ahead and get in here any second now. And there we go. And we're in the world. Now, like I was saying, this is going to be, or like I said in my update video, this is going to be 100% vanilla. Pure vanilla Minecraft. We're not changing anything. We are going to go ahead and have the use of the F3 screen here. I don't want to change that, because this is going to be needed throughout the world. But let's go ahead and get started in here. I'm glad we're starting off with some birch trees. Personally, I like the birch trees. A lot of people say they don't. I do. I love the birch. That little bit lighter wood makes a difference when it comes to working on the walls and just doing different things with it. I like the lighter wood. But we're going to go ahead and grab all that. And let's go ahead and get ourselves a crafting table. And let's get some basic tools going. And do I ever mean basic tools? So let's get 2 things of sticks. And let's go ahead and, you know what? Let's just use the book. Except the book's not helping me for tools for some odd reason. Okay. Or do I have to close the book first before I get that? Let's try closing it first. There we go. All right, so give me a pick. Give me an axe. Give me a shovel. And give me a sword. Now, what do we need for the crossbow? Oh, we need a whole bunch of different things for the crossbow. Okay. So we got the basic tools. And we're going to go ahead and get started heading out towards where we want to go ahead and start building at. And as we know, that is to the west. So I'm going to work my way out that way. I'm going to chop down a whole bunch of trees as I go. And I'm even going to grab some of these new cornflower flowers. And actually, I'm just going to go ahead and grab all of these right now. And you know what? I'll break all this, because we could use the seeds as well. So let me just break all of these. pick all this up. And like I said, I'll make my way over there and I'll meet you back here as soon as I do. All right, so I'm actually going to stop in this cave along my way to our destination. Our destination is -262 by about 400 and something. And I just let water in. Let's get that. So the whole reason why I'm going to stop here real quick is that, one, it's nighttime. And I don't really want to mess with the nighttime. At least not right now. Two, we came across this area that has all this iron down here, which I love to see. And three, we need to pick up some stone here and get some stone tools and a furnace going. Because one, as you can see by my food bar, it is down already and we need to eat. We need to get things going in general. So let me get some things together here. Let's first get some things burning. Would like to find some coal, but I don't see any around. So we're going to start with 5 oak logs. And we need to make a couple things. Planks here to go ahead and cook these with. To go ahead and get some charcoal to make some torches with. And in the meantime, while I wait for that, I will... Nope, not with a wooden pick. Need a stone pick to get that iron out of there. So let's get that iron. We'll get that smelting. Then we'll get an iron pick. And I figure we might as well go ahead and spend the time in this cave anyways. Let's go ahead and do some caving down here while we wait for this nighttime to go away. So I'm going to head on over to a live stream to do that on. So we'll do some quick caving there. And after that, then we'll come back and see where we're at. Okay, so after a little caving session, we were able to completely get away so far with getting all the way out here. The Stone Age advancement, getting an upgraded advancement, acquire hardware, isn't it, Iron Pick, Monster Hunter, and Sweet Dreams advancements. A pretty decent list just for starting off there. I mean, we got all the way through to here. Nothing else there. We get the Monster Hunter and Sweet Dreams. And oh yes, crossbows. We definitely have to go get crossbows. And nothing else here. So we got quite a few things to do yet, but let's take a look at what we got from our little mining session. Okay, so during our little mining session, we came across, or caving session, I should say, we came across all of what we have right here. Ended up making it down into blocks as much as I could. So we got 64 iron blocks, 9 gold, 56 redstone, 28 lapis. Ended up finding 21 diamonds during the 6 hours of caving that we went through over 3 different sessions, 2 of which were live streams. I made sure to grab 4 obsidian to go ahead and make the enchanting table with. And we still have all of these ores down here that have yet to be smelted down. So overall, I'd say it was a pretty successful mining session. Unfortunately, I did die once while doing the caving. It was before I had any kind of armor or a shield, and I'll admit I was a little cheaty, went into spectator mode to find where I died at in order to reclaim all those items, because at that time it was about half of these diamonds. And I didn't want to lose those to despawning and whatnot, so that's why we did that. Now, before starting our building here, I need to find out how to do a certain thing. I need to figure out how to make a bell. And I have nothing here for bell that I can make as of yet. So what I believe we're going to do, we're going to go find a town, a village out there, and we're going to see if we can't grab their bell to figure out exactly how to make one. So let's see if we can find a village. Well, that didn't take long at all. Apparently we have a village really close by to where we plan on building at. And here it is. And I love how the new villages are looking nowadays. This being out in a taiga biome. We have some people around, and we have one guy without a job. Okay, and this guy looks like he does have a job. What are you? You are a Fletcher. All right, but I want to see if there is a bell in this village that we can go ahead and try to... There it is. Try to grab and see if we can't get the recipe. And apparently not. Do we get the bell recipe? Not that I can see. Well, okay. Maybe we can put the bell down, pick it back up, and that might get it. Let's see. Nope, can't figure out the bell recipe off of that. So I guess I don't know what we need for the bell recipe. Let me go take a look and see if we can't get the materials needed for that recipe. Alright, so I just went and looked it up, and bells are not craftable as of yet. So we're just going to go ahead and steal this one. It is possible for an armorer to sell a bell. But you know what? While we're here, we're going to steal a couple of things. We're going to steal all the unique tables and whatnot that are here in this town. And oh, it's nighttime. And there's no bed in this house. So let's do this. Let's pop down to bed. Let's go ahead and rest. And I'm going to go ahead and steal, like I said, I'm going to steal all the unique new tables and things that are here. So let's take a look around. We have a composter there. Let me go steal that. We're basically going to turn this village into everybody not having a job. I think is what we're going to end up doing. Let's see what's in this house here. We have a chest. Bread and potatoes. I'll take it. And you know what? I'm going to take the chest too. Well, let's take a look around here. Same thing, right? Yep, same thing. Same kind of house. I guess we'll take the saplings and dandelions too. I'm just going to go ahead and break the chest. What else do we have around the town here? What kind of houses are these? This is a... Oh, that's where I grabbed the Fletcher at. I don't know what kind of house this is, but it has a blast furnace, which is something I definitely want to take. And all this is smooth stone. I will actually take the smooth stone as well. Not very often you come across that naturally. However, it might be more natural nowadays with these villages. And nothing special here. I'm assuming that this house up top here is going to be the exact same as that one, with nothing special in it. Right, exactly. All right, what do we have in this one? Again, nothing special. We're checking them all out, looking at all the houses, seeing what we have where, if anything. That was the one I was already in. Oh, and there's a cat over here as well. Unfortunately, I don't have any raw fish with me. So maybe we'll have to come back for that cat later. Now, of course, there's another composter. And what does this house hold for us? Just a chest. Some apples, potato, and sapling again. We'll take all that. So as far as unique tables are concerned, we got the fletching table and the composter. That was all of interest that was really in this village. I'm very disappointed by that. I'm actually extremely disappointed that that was all that we found. I was very much hoping for maybe a smithing table, maybe a stone cutting table, or something. But unfortunately, no, we didn't have that. But all right, let's go ahead and head back to where we're going to be building at, and let's get started because I want to use this bell. So here I am just doing some flattening out of the area. And something I've realized is that this seems to be a location where pillagers seem to come by quite often. We have those 4 over there. Every once in a while we have some coming across on the other side of the tree line here. We're right in the middle of a pillager path. This could be interesting. I'm going to try to avoid these guys for now. I'm going to go ahead and walk away, and when we come back, we'll get to the building here. And this is what it's all going to begin with, is this particular bell tower. Let's see if I can hit it from here. Not quite. There we go. We're going to use this bell tower as the center for our entire village area that we're going to build here. We're going to spend lots and lots and lots of time on it. So let's go ahead and start centering something around of this. I'm going to get in some framing here that we're going to use to finish this project off with. All right, and that's the beginning of what we're going to be working with here. I do love the look of this stripped birch logs. I really do. And what we're going to be doing with this is that we're going to be insetting the walls. I'm going to use all cobblestone for right now, but we're going to be insetting the walls in back like that. Give it a little bit of a different look, a little bit of depth in there. If I can place them correctly. So that it's not just flat. There's actually depth to it going on. Interesting things happening. And once again, I missed that spot. But we'll just fill this in here. And we're going to come back. We're going to change this up. But I just want to do this right now to get the basic look of it down. So let me get all these walls placed into how they're going to be. And then I'll come back. But one thing I am going to do is, like in these cases where this is empty, it's going to be all dark in here. And spawns could happen in there. So we'll just fill that up with some dirt. That way we won't have to worry about it. So I'll come back over to this one, and you can see it just goes down. Let's just fill that in with dirt so we don't have to worry about spawns happening and whatnot. And then we can go ahead and finish up these walls. All right, let me get all the walls in, and then I'll come back and give you a progress update. All right, so there we have all of our walls and doorway in, and this is where we're going to start doing some block variation. Just having all cobblestone just seems a bit redundant. So we're going to switch some of this stuff out for some stone, some andesite, and even some gravel here. Go ahead and give us a different look on everything. I'm going to just pick all this back up. So it gives us a little bit of block variation, and we're going to do that to every single wall that we have here, except for wherever we have a 3 wide or more wall. We're going to knock out that center block. That is where a window is going to end up going. And on the walls like this one, we're going to knock out the center 3 blocks. We still have a 2 wide, and we'll put windows there. So we're going to go through here. We're going to knock out certain points here and just replace them with the other block variations that we got. Which, of course, like I said, is gravel, andesite, and stone. I'm going to change things up a little bit, make it look a little bit different. These blocks here, I'll come back and we'll do something with those as well. So let me go ahead and get some block variation going on throughout this entire thing and knock out these center blocks for windows. And then we'll see what we got going on. All right, now we got some stone variations going on here, some block variation, color changes. We're going to come in here, we're going to remove each and every one of these that's supposed to go around the window, and we're going to replace them with some of the new stair blocks that are now available. But we're going to try to keep cobblestone being our overall theme. So wherever we do have cobblestone, we are going to put it back. But we do want to change it up a little bit. Now we have things like andesite stairs. I love the fact that we have new blocks in 1.14 that we can work with. New building blocks makes life a little bit better. And that is just in the way. So let's go through here and replace these spots here. I'm just going to go ahead and remove all of them and do them all at once. Let's get the new stairs in, which is going to be used for our window framing. So all those stones type stairs are in and all the windows are in. And there's one last thing that I want to do with the stone stairs is that we're going to replace that bit right there. I think that just looked a little bit funny with how that was set up. We're just going to replace that one with a set of stairs there. Oh, my inventory is too full to pick that up. Now we're going to go ahead and start working on the roof, which is going to be dark oak to begin with. And we're going to slab everything on the outside here, everywhere around that we have visibility of the stripped birch logs here. So just right around the rim of the top. And then we'll pick up from there. Well, while working on the roof here, it appears these guys have gotten themselves disconnected from their captain, wherever he wandered off to, and this guy just refuses to not stare at me. These guys will wander around a little bit, but then they won't do anything else. So I think it's time to see if we can get ourselves a bow and arrow. Or not a bow and arrow, but a crossbow. So this guy, we're going to try to take him out first. I don't know where he's going with his axe, but he's going somewhere. So we're going to try to take, oh, a little bit of a double shot. He's just wandering. Yeah, you with your crossbow, come get me. See if I can get him taken out before he gets to me. Get this guy done. And finally, this guy's way over yonder. See if we can't get him taken out before he comes after us. Oh, I'm being a terrible shot. Let's just go get this guy. Perfect. He's staying still for me. Thanks, buddy. I want your crossbow. Oh, no crossbow has been gotten. But we did get an emerald. So at least that's something. I definitely want to pick up all of my arrows and not let those go to waste. Especially since we're starting out here and we're kind of low on certain things. Like arrows. Down to 23. Alright, let me finish getting this roof work done. Alright, so there's the roof done for the most part. And you can see up on top there, I did a little bit more of something else we have going on. And in order to finish that off, I need a lantern. And actually, we need a whole lot of lanterns. So let's go ahead and make a bunch of lanterns. Oh, I know we're going to need... One, we need the coal, and do I have sticks? I do have sticks on me, so we're going to... Okay. I have a zombie die in front of me. And apparently we have a wandering chair that showed up. But we're going to deal with that in a minute. First, we need to get the torches made. And we don't need that many torches. Let's just go with a full stack. And then in order to make a lantern, what else do we need for that? It's just a whole bunch of iron nuggets. Well, let me take half of that. And apparently I don't have room in my inventory. So let's do something like that. Make a whole bunch of lanterns. And really, that was not a whole bunch of lanterns. I mean, I want as many lanterns as I can make here. 9. I guess we'll have to work with the 9 for now. And one of the first things we're going to do is we're going to get back on up here. And in this little chamber here, we're going to put a lantern right in the middle. If I can reach it. Try that again. Boom. We're going to put that lantern right there in the middle. That's going to provide a little bit of light up here and just kind of work as a little bit of a beacon. So to say that, well, except I just noticed something that's not low enough. Oh, that poor piece of glass. So we need to actually put, I can use this for right now, and I want to put it in the middle. I want that other piece of wood. Because it is a stripped bark block instead of a regular block. But there we go. Now let's get that staircase out of there and let's put that glass back. That's how it's supposed to look. With that light being down there, a little bit of a beacon to say, hey, this is where our tower is, come find it. And now let's go ahead and let's take a look at the outside here. So you can see we have the roof kind of stepping up, and we have it a little bit stepping up inside here as well. The reason for that is on the other side of these, there's a hole. A hole to the inside of the ceiling, top of the ceiling. We're not actually going to do a second story to this because there's just not enough space between the roof and the ceiling there. Speaking of ceiling, let me come in here and, oh boy, there's no lighting in here, is there? No, there's not. I made a bit of a dark room. So we gotta get rid of some creepers. I saw him. Where'd he go? There he is. Come get me, buddy. Come on out so you don't blow up the inside. Oh, come on. There we go. Okay. Anybody else in here? Doesn't look like it. Okay. So let's go ahead and put in the ceiling that's going to go right across from, yeah, right even here, right across from there. Just all the way around. Now, the thing with the, if I don't place that wrong, the thing with the lanterns is that they need a block, a full block above them. Well, not necessarily a full block, but they need a block there before we can go ahead and put the lanterns in where they need to start going. And it's getting nighttime already. Let's go ahead and rest this night away. Let me finish that ceiling and putting these lamps on the inside, or lanterns on the inside, and we'll come back. All right, we got all the lanterns placed inside here. We only have one more thing to do, and that is the spruce flooring. I want to go ahead and make sure real quick, because I do see some dark spots here. I just want to make sure, 8 for the block, that the light levels are good. And yes, the light levels are going to be good all the way around. The lowest we get is 8 for the block there. Everything else is perfect. Excellent. So the placing of the lanterns around there, we have a space of 5 blocks. I believe 5. 1, 2, yep, 5 blocks between each one. Seems to provide enough light to go ahead and cover the area. Let's go ahead and let's get this floor cut out. Let's get the spruce floor put in. And let's go ahead and come back when that's done. Because spruce always seems to make the best kind of flooring. And I love the dark oak for the roof there. I really like the dark oak for the roof. That high contrast between the birch, the stripped birch logs and the dark oak planks. Love that contrast. So let's go ahead and get that done. So there we have it. We got the roof all done. We have the floors on the inside, all spruce wood. We got ourselves a little front door. We got everything lit up on here so that nothing is below light level 7. So nothing should spawn inside of this place itself. And we got just a few small things that we need to take care of right now. First one being, I have no more food in my inventory. What we have is a whole 2 cooked chickens. We have raw chickens, raw salmon that kind of needs to be cooked up a little bit. And well, instead of throwing it inside a regular furnace, I'm actually going to take this furnace. And what we're going to do, we're going to grab... Actually, I already have some... Oh, wait, no. Yes, I got some logs in my inventory already. We're going to go ahead. We're going to take this furnace and we're going to change this thing into a smoker, especially for cooking up some food. And I'm just going to go ahead and throw that on in here, let's say right around this side. I figured that looks good. We'll also, at the moment, take the bed and we'll throw that over in the middle here. So now we both have a place to rest and a place to cook up some food. And let's get the chicken going. The nice thing about the smoker is that, yep, even though it's still only 8 cooking per piece of coal, it cooks a lot faster than anything else. So we're going to get that going. I'm actually going to go out and hunting for more food. Although we do have a lot of fish, I do want to get some steaks in my inventory. Steaks being one of the best foods in the game. So we're going to get that going, and let's see. So I did that little extension. I got the posts here. In the next episode, we're going to come back. We're going to do a whole lot of accents to this thing to just crank it up a little notch, make it look a whole lot better. But I think for this episode, I think we're done. So let me go ahead and grab my armor off, come on out here, and let's get a different view so that I can sit here and say thanks for coming along. Hope you enjoyed the episode. I can't wait to see you all on stream someday during the week. Here I stream on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays. I hope to see you then, and if I don't, I hope to see you again in the next episode. Thanks for coming along. I hope you enjoyed it. I can't wait to explore everything that 1.14 has to offer. And I guess I will see you then. Till then, take care, be well, and we will see you again shortly.